the rest. Now you. I prefer the one about the thing. These aren't good.
You'll regret not stopping when you're under the
She's no card.
Check out these wares.
Yes.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Yes. Trade. I will leave you to the hunt. You're everything I'm not. Strong, brave, active. Come, talk a spell.
Keep that for later. Stocking up. Can't be too prepared. It's heavy. World's going white. Quietly.
Old bonehead thought it was the ice on screw. But it's not.
Whose body is that?
They must be the bandits' prisoners. An alarm. Can't let them get to it. Let's get you out of there. Let me get this open.
Shatter you! Let's finish this!
They're gonna wipe us out! Nothing to worry about. These swingers. Regroup! Regroup! She has earned my faith 10 times.
I need to pick up more ridgewood. I've run out of arrows.
Came up on a whole herd of striders. And down the fire lines.
This'll come in handy.
wash all signs of corruption away.
It's so bittersweet. Like a smile through bloody teeth.
What's the matter? You look disappointed.
Oh, the bandit clans are gone. I hear another turned back at the southern plains, just at a sniff of the legend we carved.
That's what all this bloodshed was for, to end the bandit threat.
But now there's nothing left to kill. Unless... No.
I guess this is our last farewell.
After all we've been through, this isn't the place for that. There's a mesa south of Meridian with a view of the spear shafts. Meet me there.
This'll help. Nil, I did wonder on my way here, well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better. There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How about we try to kill each other?
Wait. You brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected. I'm, flattered that you think of me this way, but I don't want to kill you.
Don't be hasty. When it's life against death, hunter against hunter, I know it'll come to you.
Is that really what you want, Nil? You know, I don't think you have a death wish. What you have might be worse, but I see there might be a need for you in this world.
I don't understand.
I won't fight you. That's my decision. You can respect it, or try to shoot me in the back as I go.
Then it's over. Your last arrow is the cruelest.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy. This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it. Okay, that's a welcome, I guess. Ha!
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
These are dangerous lands, Outlander. Deadly, even.
Smoke rising from the mountain. From the village, too. What's it for?
How are we to trust the chief? So many died under his command.
We haven't lost this many hunters since the war with the Karja. If Aratak means to go back to the mountain, then I will stand with him.
Must be something big going on.
Ray's
The
been
village is
gone
moving
a long
towards that
time,
smoke.
but she will return. We must believe she will return.
Trust Araya, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting.
The smoke from the mountain is
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky, and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. You know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Barja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, How do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak
Don't
could tell
bother
me more
hunting
about
Paulus.
Aurea or Thunder's
You
Drum.
can't kill them, even if
Maybe
they're
worth a
stuck in
shot?
a sheet of ice.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas about women. How many great warriors have they ignored?
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right. You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din.
Deep Din? What's that?
A hollow carved. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could.
So Deep Din is a...
Yes. During the war, I'm the drummer now. Of course, if the waters don't recede.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever...
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do.
Before the bandits came,
Deep Din. Silenced by rising waters.
We brought a first-timer on the hunt today. Should have seen the look of
I waited by the kill all morning, but my shaman never arrived. Seems a shame.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue...
This?
Ah.
No.
A tinker does not understand this, but it could be improved upon. Modern, far north of here, that find a bird. That's all I can tell you.
Get her...
I've never traveled further south than the grave. In the old days, the mad sun...
Option to the south, demons in the cut. Some days it... Seems like the blue light has no hold on it.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
Khan Padish once again leads the Hunter's Lodge. I could not ask for a more noble house.
Large Outlanders.
I like Meridian fine, but I prefer the country. Or at least I did, before the machines got so bad.
A woman now leads the Hunter's Lodge only because... Because no men were left in her house to do the job.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last. Time ago. But the scavengers have just gotten started. Need a lead. Focus might find something. last of the scavengers. Should scan the tallneck. See how deep the damage goes. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head. Get the upper hand. Got it. This tonic, but it's still in one piece. Red light means trouble. One of the tall next parts. It's heavy. Looks good. Heart seems intact. Till next time. Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, if I'm right, you just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. Should wake you up. Easy now. Easy. Ugh. Ugh. Right, it's never easy. I'll need to find higher ground. I think I can leap onto the tonic from here. Okay, time to climb up to its head. Bergen said Araya's apprentice were north of the river. Hopefully not too far. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. They're stronger.
I've seen something like this before.
You have? These towers.
No. Those are new to me, too.
Like I said, they
Will you tell me?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the...
There's but one voice Araya wants to...
Alright. You want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is. power helps nearby machines. But it can be destroyed. Now we know how to deal with the machines in the towers. The daemon's next.
Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. Shamans who complete the path take if you make it that far.
You said something about...
A crystal. That we Banuk believe it's this. You might be more...
Bergren told me you're...
In her absence, I serve the chief.
A lot of responsibility.
I don't know if I can live up to it. She took a chance on me.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. Then she came to me.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then, but be careful.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. If you see her, would you tell her... I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path. for later. This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deeped in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. Well, some... Bloody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the din? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? And there's our troublemaker. Intake tower malfunction. Drainage to lock positions. Helpful. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? Another holographic interface. A piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. I should be able to shut this place down from here. Ugh, someone made a mess of this. If I had the right parts, I'll bet I could get it working again. That Oseram must have forced his way through here.
I've become trapped somehow! I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. This blasted door is stuck! Oh!
Wait.
Ow! I took one of those, so I had to go. So I pushed the button, obviously. When the bridge began, by the time I thought to give up the endeavor...
So you found the...
Quite by...
And then you broke that button.
Also...
The panel's the only way to...
That storage room.
Well, there's no...
You don't say. My savior! Myself! Together, that ring is as...
Didn't you say you dropped...
Well...
You said...
Indeed. An intricate... I've only seen one. I remember.
And one of these...
Oh, yes. I've wanted to find one.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can find...
Okay, Gildan.
2 sets out. Behind us lie a pair.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Rough waters. No way
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and, doing the honors? You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the plain. Stone ruins, cloud tall, and lake wide. I spent 13 levels on that monstrosity, but no walls. Just straight stone columns the way to the level above. Filled out with row upon row of those enormous rusted-out old-world carts. You know the ones with the 4 wheels? I've scraped through 100 of those. Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. Now, how are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around, see what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety rusting platform. I'd find a way up.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side...
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel. A tub of stagnant water. Charming. Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again. Hang on, okay? I've got a plan. I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now. Jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
No! The drop's too far, girl! Oh! Control falling. Very clever.
Going down. Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan!
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way!
Lord, forgive me. What if that snap maw swallowed that ring we're at? Just gobbled it right up. You dead? Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the, ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Ooh, what's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps?
We drained
This
enough
place
water
is
for what we
full
need to
of
do,
surprises.
but
Should we have a
I
look?
wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. All right, pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That's not quite right.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
There, that should do it. I should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here.
You smell that? Ugh, smells like a forge-side morning in a claim.
Looks like that's everything. I should head back up with Gildan.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room... I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there! Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand. Just like Mom and I used to. What are you doing with your hands there, girl? I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Gildan? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. Right there in the window.
I'm sorry, Gildan.
Oh, it's fine. And what a delve...
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
That's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? You're braver than me. But there was no question of that. You go on ahead. I'm gonna stand right here and bask in our victory for a while longer.
Sound's getting louder. She wasn't kidding about the sound. You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water... What do you think of the music?
I've never...
That's because there's no... And of course... No, thank you for draining the water. Please. Take...
The shadows are getting long. Blue gleam. I'll be taking that. A fistful of blue gleam's worth braving the cold. I'm pretty far up. The shaman's path must be right. This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions. Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way. Another marker. Good. Dead end. But at least there's stuff. Okay, that way then. Not this way. I see. Up. This isn't the way out. Some gear, though. Done with the cave. So what's next on this path? Bridge work. Looks like it needs to fill up with water before I can cross. Another marker. Good. Wrong way. Not this way. But then... I see. Up. Stalkers. Better be careful. Done with the cave. So what's next on this path? How does this bridge work? Looks like it needs to fill up with water before I can cross. bend we go. Now how do I cross this one? Down it is. There's the way up. I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up. Made it. Okay, heading for more waterfalls. Bergen wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly. Don't like the sound of that. It's pointing right towards those machine howls. We're not trying to reach that tower to override it. I should be able to get up there. Guess we're doing this, big boy. Scary new machine, down. Now back to finding Araya. Which means I've got to climb. This must be the shrine Naltuk was talking about. Guess I should take some Googling. I can see why it's worth a lot. Naltuk said Araya went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs. An ancient door. Maybe Araya's inside. Lots of strange equipment. What was this place? Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door. So that did something. What am I supposed to do with these lights? These things turn, changing the flow of light. All right, let's see if the door's open.
Director of Security Blevins rescinding the emergency supply order. Try reading it this time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
How am I going to explain to Kenny that Firebreak is doomed without a guiding intelligence advanced enough not only to think, but to feel?
Fresh air ahead. Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there. Looks like I need to get to those stairs. Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close. She has to be in here somewhere.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
bigger. But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Unauthorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forcing me. Aurea, please.
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back. You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off... Who are you?
I'm Aloy. Now to...
He was not mistaken. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It seems to me that you are the answer.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes. But I would be breaking an oath, and that... I cannot do.
You seem to have a history with this voice.
She saved my life. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts. That's when I heard her voice. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was... hurt. Incomplete. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drop, so began our communion.
You had a communion with the spirit?
Yes. Inside...
What did she say?
She told me she was lost, and needed my help. With patience. With wisdom. She never tired of me. We kept each other's company.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world, and the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul, cut off from what it needs. Lonely, forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not...
That's all I need.
About Silence?
I've told you all I can.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's drum. The last time... She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something... evil. She named it the daemon. And she begged me for help. To find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
What kept you from the spirit, after it begged for help?
I went to Aratak, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him... I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels, and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Warwick of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After, he and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Huh. There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Huh. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible. And Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful. Aloy.
I did something that will help get the... I got the tall neck...
That's good to hear.
Winning at the hunting grounds will impress the Werrick.
All Banuk strive to be the best. And so the hunting ground, tell Lovuk, the keeper there, that I sent you. If you best the mark of one of the champions...
You said I should try to help the Werrick by taking out bandits.
Yes. A rogue Oseram has equipped a gang in the Plumelands with strange new gear. Just the kind of thing you seem to make sense of.
You mentioned your friend, Sekuli. Who is she?
A rock painter. One who makes my own scrawling seem meager. Find her in Song's Edge and help her gather the materials she needs. Her work will no doubt stand the test of time, and any aid you give her will be remembered.
How's Aratak gonna react to being challenged by an outlander?
About as well as you'd expect. But let me handle that.
I need to get going.
There is much to be done.
Yeah, this is useful.